All right, so in our last session, we talked about what a system is, that repeatable process that gives you a predictable result. Today we're going to tackle its opposite, something most of us, well, we rely on it way too much, and that's willpower.
So we'll explore what willpower actually is, why it tends to fail us over a long semester, and how systems can become this incredible backup plan for when you're feeling tired, stressed, or just, totally swamped.
So, let's start with the big question. What exactly is willpower? Really, it's that feeling, that internal push, that voice in your head that says, it's time to make a change. Think of willpower as that burst of energy used to force yourself to get started on something or to keep going, especially when you really don't feel like it. As we talk through this, you can start thinking about how you'd define it in your own words for your workbook.
It's the feeling behind those thoughts we've all had, like, okay, this time I'm really going to do it. Or the classic, I'll just try harder. That right there, that's the voice of willpower talking.
But here's the problem. Willpower isn't some steady, reliable fuel source. It actually changes based on all sorts of things, like how much sleep you got, your stress levels, whatever else is happening in your life, and even just the number of small decisions you've already made today. So if your entire plan is to just have more willpower, you're kind of building your whole semester on something that naturally runs out.
So if willpower is this feeling that comes and goes, how does it really stack up against the solid structure of a system?
Well, willpower is a feeling of determination you have in a single moment. A system, on the other hand, is a pre-built process. It's designed to run even when your feelings are all over the place. So willpower says, I'll do better. But a system says, okay, here's what happens first, then second, then third. It's a plan.
Your workbook has a spot for this very question. A simple way to put it is that willpower is a feeling, but a system is a plan that works even when you don't feel like it. Go ahead and take a moment to pause and write down your own answer.
And this gets us to a really crucial point. Willpower might get you through a single tough afternoon, but it's almost never enough to get you through an entire semester.
You know how it goes. You start the semester telling yourself, this time I'm going to stay on top of everything. And in week 1, you probably do. Your energy is high, everything's new. But then, real life kicks in. By week 4, assignments are piling up, stress is climbing, and by week 8, your energy is low, your willpower is fading, and it just gets so much easier to fall behind. If you don't have a system in place, that big goal of I'll study every night slowly but surely turns into, I'll just catch up this weekend. Willpower by itself just can't sustain that effort for long.
Your workbook asks what happens when we only rely on willpower. You might write something like, I start off really strong, but my plan falls apart as soon as I get tired because I don't have a backup. Go ahead and pause here to write down what that looks like for you.
And this is exactly why systems are so important. They are, quite simply, your backup plan for when you're tired, stressed, or just plain busy.
I love this analogy. Think of a system as a bridge that you build on a calm day so you can easily walk across it on a hard day. It's the structure you create when you have the energy so it can support you when you don't.
So when you're feeling drained, systems help by lowering the amount of effort it takes to just get started. They remove a lot of decisions, like if you should work or when you should work. They basically protect your future self from getting overwhelmed, and they keep you moving forward, even if it's just a tiny bit.
In your workbook, take a moment to finish this sentence in your own words. Systems are important because when I'm tired, stressed, or busy, for you, maybe they help you take small steps, or maybe they just make sure you follow through when you have zero motivation. Write down whatever feels true for you.
All right, let's make this really practical. It's time to take that vague idea of trying harder and actually turn it into a concrete system you can use. Your workbook has a list of common areas where we lean on willpower. Things like starting homework or putting our phones away. Take a look and check off any that feel familiar. Then, for this week, just pick one single area to focus on. Go ahead and pause to make your choice. And here's the simple way we're going to build it. A good system only needs 3 parts. A trigger, that's the when. An action, that's the what. And a reward, that's the what happens after. In your workbook, you'll see a spot to build your own system for the area you chose. The key here is to keep it small and realistic, something you can actually do for the next few days. Go ahead and pause here and take a few minutes to design your system. All right, let's wrap this up. The big idea today is pretty simple. Systems are there to support you when your willpower naturally starts to fade. So to recap,
Willpower is that I'll just try harder feeling, and now we know it's a limited resource that runs out. Systems, on the other hand, are those pre-built processes that work even when your motivation is low. And the best part is, you can build one yourself with that simple trigger, action, and reward plan. Just make sure you filled out the system you designed in your workbook. That's your tool for this week.
In our next lesson, we're going to explore the difference between the things you have to do and the routines you actually get to choose. But for now, just remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's simply about moving away from trying harder and moving toward building systems that actually work for you.